Hey guys, I'm going to show you today how to work out the volume of prisms. Now, in a previous lesson, we learned how to work out the volume of a rectangular prism. Now we're going to be looking at triangular prisms and trapezoidal prisms, all types of prisms that we need to work out the volume for. They all follow the same basic formula. The formula is V equals AH. Volume equals area times height. The area is the area of the cross section. Area of the cross section. What is the cross section in a 3D shape in a prism? Here we're talking about prisms. Let's look and first identify a cross section before we start working out the volume of prisms. We notice here we have trapezoidal prism, we have a triangular prism, we also have a rectangular prism. Any type of prism has to have a cross section. The cross section is marked in red. That is the cross section. That is the area we need to find first. Then multiply by the height of the prism. Very important. Volume equals area times height. Area of what? Area of the cross section. If it is a triangular prism, we are going to work out the area of that triangle, that cross section, that face. If it is a rectangular prism, we're going to be working out the area of the cross section of the rectangle, which is that front face. If it is a trapezoidal prism, well, we're going to find the area of the cross section of the trapezoidal or of the trapezium that is a cross section in that prism. And let's say it's a pentagonal prism or a hexagonal prism. Same thing. They all have a cross section. We work out the area, then multiply it by the height of that prism. It is that easy. So every prism has the same volume. The volume formula is the same. V equals AH. A is the cross section and H is the height. Let us now see and work out some prisms and get them right. It is very easy. Let's do one by one. The first we have is a triangular prism. We notice that the cross section, where is it? It's the blue. This is the cross section of this whole triangular prism. The cross section is there, and guess what? We've already been told that the area of this cross section, the area of this triangle, is 15 square meters. So the area has already been worked out for us. Now we want to work out the volume. The formula, V equals AH, which is volume equals area times height. V equals, A is the area of the cross section, there it is. The area of the cross section is 15, and the H is the height or the depth of the prism. In this case, it is 10 meters. Now, the volume, 15 times 10, 150. 150 what? 150 cubic meters. It is volume. We're talking about cubic meters or cubic centimeters. Here we're looking at meters. Our measurements are in meters. So cubic meters, the little 3 on top, very important. So the volume of this shape, the volume of this triangular prism is 150 cubic meters, meaning we know that volume, the definition is the space inside a 3D shape. So the space inside this shape is 150 cubic meters. We can fit 150 cubic meters inside this triangular prism. Let us now do some more prisms and get used to this formula. It is very easy. V equals AH. A is the area of the cross section times the height. Let's do some more examples. Okay, we're now working out the volume of this pentagonal prism. Pentagonal is a 5-sided prism. 5-sided, we can see that the cross section is a pentagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the area of the cross section here is 25 square meters. So the area of the pentagon is the cross section, is 25 square meters, and the height of this pentagonal prism is 15 meters. So we have the area, we have the height. Let's work out the volume. V equals AH. V equals area times height. The area of the cross section has been shaded for us. They told us already it is 25 square meters. So 25 times the height is 15. 375 cubic meters. The volume of everything inside, the space inside this pentagonal prism is 375 cubic meters. We worked out the volume using the formula area times height, area of the cross section of this pentagonal prism. Let's do some more examples. Are we ready? We have another triangular prism. What do we notice here? We notice we have a cross section marked in red. That is our triangle. We have our triangular prism. We have our height of the prism. We notice we haven't been given the area of the cross section. So we have another step to do first before we work out the volume. That step is to find the area of the cross section. In this case, the cross section is what? What shape is it? It is a triangle. That means we have to find the area of the cross section first before we find the volume. The triangle has a formula for its area. A equals half BH. So we have to work out the area of the triangle first. Let's do that. So A equals half base times height. The base of the triangle, which height are we talking about? I've seen students, they jump to the height of the prism. No, we are working out the area of the cross section. So the area of the cross section, we're looking for the base of the cross section and the height of the cross section. Very important not to make that mistake. We are working out the area of the cross section first. The area of the cross section is a triangle here. We have the base and we have the height of the cross section. So A equals half times the base is 9 and the height is 4. Half times 9 times 4. 9 times 4, 36. Half of 36, 18 square meters. We are finding the area. So square meters. So the area of the cross section is 18. Here is 18 square meters. Now we can find the volume. We found the area, so we can use now the volume formula. V equals AH. Volume, we want to work out the volume of this whole triangular prism. Area is the area of the cross section, 18, times the height. Which height? The height of the prism, which is 10. 18 times 10, 180 cubic meters. We found the volume. The volume is cubic. 180 cubic meters fit inside this triangular prism. Very important. We are asked to find the area first because we haven't got it. And then we multiply it by the height of this triangular prism. Very easy, but as I always say, you need to concentrate. You need to zoom in. Look at the diagram carefully. We are asked to find the volume. The volume is V equals AH. A is the area of the cross section and H is the height of the prism. We had to work out the area because it wasn't given to us. Then multiply it by the height of the prism. We got the volume 180 cubic meters. Let us do some more examples. Okay, we have another triangular prism. Again, look closely, look deep. We're asked to find the volume of this triangular prism. what do we look for? We know the formula, V equals AH. You should have memorized it by now. V equals AH. A is the area of the cross section and H is the height of the prism, in this case the triangular prism. We look and we notice the cross section, there it is, and we know we have to find A. A is the area. Is it given to us? No, it's not. We have to work out the area, just like the previous example. The area of this triangle here, we know the formula, area of a triangle, A equals half BH. We should be fast at working out the area. We should be very fast at working out the area. Half times the base is 10, and we said the height. Where is the height? The height of the cross section. It is the vertical height. There it is. The height of the triangle. The vertical height of the triangle is 5. So times 5. Half times 10 times 5. 25 square meters. This is our area. This is the area of our cross section. We found the area. Now simple, work out the volume. V equals AH. V equals A is the area of the cross section, 25, times the height of the prism. Where is it? There it is. The height of the prism is 12 meters. 25 times 12, you can put in your calculator, 300 cubic meters. So the volume of this total triangular prism is 300 cubic meters. It is very easy. We follow the steps, and as I always say, look carefully at the diagram. Zoom in, be alert, concentrate, and you won't go wrong. Let us do one more example. Okay, how good are you with your shapes? What kind of prism is this? Look at it carefully. We have parallel lines. What do you think? Have you thought about it? It's a trapezoidal prism. A trapezoidal prism. It sounds funny, it sounds like something from a movie, but it is actually a shape. A trapezoidal prism. What is the cross section? Remember, volume equals AH. Area times height. The area of the cross section. What is the shape of this cross section? From the name, trapezoidal, well, trapezium. So the area of the cross section, well, the cross section is a trapezium, so we have to use the Trapezium formula. Let's do that now. Work out the area of the trapezium first, then multiply it by the height of the prism to work out the volume. Area of a trapezium. What's the formula? Do you know it? You should. It's A equals half HA plus B. This is the formula for an area of a trapezium. You can go to my other lessons and you'll notice we worked out the area of a trapezium using this formula. So the area of a trapezium, this is the trapezium, half times the height of the trapezium. Where is the height? It is the distance between the two parallel lines. As you know, a trapezium, we can identify it when we know it has a pair of parallel lines. One pair. There is one pair. This is a trapezium. So the height is the distance between the two parallel lines. In this case, it's 4 meters. So half times 4. Now what are A and B? A and B are the parallel lines. In any trapezium, when you're working out the area, the A and the B are the parallel lines, 5 and 9. We have now completed the substitution of the formula. Now we can work out the area of the cross section, the area of the trapezium. Half times 4, we know there's a little times there. 5 plus 9, we know is 14. Times it by 4, times it by half. You're going to get the area of 28 square meters. So this area here is 28. Now we can work out the volume easily. V equals AH. volume equals the area of the cross section, there it is, 28 times the h is the height of the prism. Where is it? This is the height of the trapezoidal prism. It is 15 meters. So 28 times 15, grab your calculator, work it out, 28 times 15, 420 cubic meters. 420 cubic meters is the volume of this trapezoidal prism. Very important, no matter what shape the prism is, work out the area of the cross section using your area formulas. If it's a trapezium, we use the trapezium formula. Triangle, we use the triangle formula. And if it's a rhombus, we use the rhombus formula. Same thing with a kite. Any shape, any prism, you work out the cross section, times it by the height of the prism and the area times the height, and we get our volume. It is very easy. It is straightforward. Always remember, be alert when you're working out with volume. You are going to make mistakes if you don't be careful. Look at every single measurement. Very important to look at every single measurement. That way you won't make mistakes. Follow the steps and you'll always get it right.